Greetings. Today's topic is some diasporas are waiting for months and up to a whole year to get a bargain airfare to Jamaica. We will be discussing the above topic in today's presentation. Please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing today's video. Also, feel free to take part in the discussions below. The points discussed today are 1. Many diasporas can't visit Jamaica as often as they would like to. 2. Many diasporas who came to the UK after the year 2000 are now struggling with strict immigration and employment regulations in the UK. 3. The Jamaican economy suffers when visitors refuse to pay high airfares to visit Jamaica. Since most visitors are coming to Jamaica via passenger airlines, the government need to keep a close eye on what is going on in the industry. Airfare has been coming down in real terms for the last 35 years since I have been traveling. However, tourists are not thinking about that when they are booking their flights. Tourists are only concerned about comparing the prices of flights to different countries around the world at the time of their travel. Many of the Jamaican diaspora would like to visit Jamaica more often than they currently do. Due to the high airfares, they are not able to do so. One can also acknowledge that airfare prices has not kept up with inflation over the last 30 years and more. However, when comparing prices to other countries, the prices of flight only tickets to Jamaica are high. I know many diasporas who have close family members in Jamaica who have passed away. Then they face the double dilemmas of high airfare and the responsibility for the funeral. Sometimes the family members in Jamaica are requesting that the person send the money and don't bother to come to the funeral, as the family members in Jamaica have no other way of paying for the funeral. Hence, the family member in the UK had to send the money for the funeral that they could gather up at a short notice, then visit Jamaica several months later when they managed to sort out their finances. This is especially true when it's high season and the airfares are high. Though these days the airfares appears to be high all year long. This does not affect all diasporas, of course. I'm mainly referring to the ones who only came to the UK at the turn of the millennium. These are the diasporas in the UK who has to battle with unfriendly immigration rules and harsh employment regulations, rendering them to seek casual jobs, except they are teachers or nurses, of course. These diasporas who come to the UK in the last 20 years or so are also the ones with the close family ties back home. The government, therefore, shouldn't just sit back and say to themselves that at least airfares are not rising. They should seek to understand why airfares to Jamaica are not coming down like they have been coming down in other places around the world. Another example I had 3 months ago, January 2023, is when one of my workmates who was born in the UK but of Jamaican parents, he said to me, "My mother is going to Jamaica next week and she got a flight for about £300, I think. I said, that's a good price. He said his mom had her bags packed for the last 6 months, waiting for the price of the plane ticket to go down because she is not paying any £700 and £800 to go to Jamaica. This reminds me of one episode of the Bridge 99 weekly program with Reverend Ronald Thwaites and Chief Colonel Charles, where Mr. Charles said that while he was in Coronation Market earlier this year, he asked one of the higgler how much for a particular ground food product. When the lady said something like $500 per pound, Chief Colonel Charles said he's not paying that amount of money for that particular food produce. He will come back when the price is $300 per pound, the right season for that produce. It's the same thing when it comes to airfares. If someone thinks the price is too high, they put off the travel and wait. Sometimes they don't bother to travel. Hence, the Jamaican economy loses out in the end. I've done that myself over the years, putting off traveling to Jamaica until the prices goes down. In the end, traveling less than I would like to travel to Jamaica. My workmate's mom is retired, hence she can check online every day until she gets a right deal. And being one of those Jamaicans who is not interested in visiting any other country but backyard means she will wait for the airfare to drop. However, most people won't wait for that. Once they see the flights to Jamaica for £800, then the flights to Barbados or USA, etc., for £500, they just select one of the £500 options. Hence, Jamaica have the hits for online searches, but not the booking to match the popularity of the country or the desire for most people have to visit Jamaica. Lastly, from personal experience, that if the airfare were lower to Jamaica and kept low, more diasporas will be building houses in Jamaica. The diasporas would know that they can fly to Jamaica 2 or 3 times per year if they need to during the construction of their house in Jamaica. The government urgently needs to start building the 4th and the 5th airports in Jamaica that they have been talking about. Then when they see how successful those airports are, they will need to build the 6th and 7th airports in Jamaica. Thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe and support this channel and leave your comments below. God bless you. God bless our Prime Minister and the Jamaican government. And God bless Jamaica. Until my next video, peace.